Red 2 standing by, all 4 lit, and in the green, welcome back to Super Mario Odyssey, where we are exploring the surprisingly cold desert of the Sand Kingdom. We have made it fairly far after being attacked by Bowser in the first episode, but there's plenty to do, plenty to see, and we can buy a few things along the way too once we get a few more coins. We need 100 regional coins. Now, our shop, which we've seen for the first time. Crazy Cap accepts the regional coins and the standard coins. So, we can buy certain things. We can buy our Crazy Cap outfit. We can buy a Power Moon. And we can also wear different outfits if we want. Interestingly, depending on the outfit, Mario's idle animation will change and you'll get different reactions. For example, if you are wearing something that's nice and warm in conditions like this, the icy areas, you will be fine. But if you're wearing them in hotter conditions, Mario will be noticeably hot and bothered. Okay, I might change as well. So, we do need to wear the sombrero and poncho. Interestingly, there were some complaints early on by some people, but apparently, because they did such a good job with all the details and everything, Mexican audiences liked the area because it was presented in a respectful manner. At least I think that was the case. So if we need to, we can change. We can talk to a dog. And we can head out here and look for a sneaky back way. At least I thought we could. So, you probably did see the Power Moon. You can sneak in and get that and talk to the shop staff and scare them. They both say the same thing. Now, sometimes you will need a regional costume in order to get certain Power Moons, which is a really interesting touch. Oh, where does this take us? Okay, so this is prize in this party room, but to find it, you'll have to feel it. Walk around, feel the rumble, let it move you to the prize. There we go. Basically, you have to feel the rumble controls. I think it only really works well if you have the detached Joy-Con. So our Talker 2 here will give us the name of a moon, but not where it's hidden. So we can head a little further out if we need to, but I do want to look around town a bit further. So, dress like us, party like us. That's what we say anyway. So, snappy hat, check. Snazzy poncho, double check. You are ready to party. Head inside. So, in we go, and you dance, and you dance, and you dance. We head onto the floor, and we summon a guitar from nowhere. We get a nice mariachi band set up, and we get a Power Moon, which went to where I was. Dancing with new friends. They really made this feel so vibrant. It's an element of the design I absolutely love. The vibrancy, the detail, the way everything is presented. There's just so much to love about this game, honestly. Every area feels just so unique. It really does feel like that big world tour, as it were. I got that bird already. I don't have to worry about that. If you get lost, you head for that bright, glowy light. A couple of coins. And we can find some seeds around the place too. But we might have to head out of town. I don't know if there's a seed actually in town. And if you need to, you can also use the electricity wires to travel around quickly. Oh, there is a seed. So, throw that in there and over time it will grow. Alrighty, if we head out this way, we might be able to find a few more things. I'm deliberately not doing a lot of story progression. If you get your angles right here, which I did not, you don't get any little bonuses for it, but it's just stylish. You might get a few more coins, actually, I'm not sure. Now, there are some coins hanging off a ledge somewhere, I know that much. You just have to very carefully inch around and grab them. I think it was near the start of the level. But yeah, you can just sort of wander around and experience whatever you wish, do whatever you wish, within reason. But it's amazing how everything's just sort of cut off by massive abysses as well. And there's absolutely... I thought they were behind the Odyssey. Maybe that's a different location. Everything's just cut off by a massive abyss and there's no real health and safety concern. How do they get away with that? Hang on, I think I saw those coins I was looking for. Dang it. And yeah, you will essentially end up following the contours of the landscape when you're rolling around like that. Mario can do an okay job, but I still think Sonic's probably got him beat. Now if we move very carefully. There we are, that grabs those. Ooh. How well can I combo this? That went perfectly, and yes, you do get more coins. Very stylish, if I do say so myself. Alright, so there's a lot of wandering around, a lot of trying to explore random things. But we'll eventually get to sort of the main areas. My microphone keeps trying to fall to its demise. Alright, camera's all the way up there. Sorry about that. Things... I need a new microphone and I need an actual microphone stand. Oh, there's another seed. Better actually carry that with us, so if we run around here... Launch that. And now we can run all the way back to town. Give me a moment. I thought there had to be a... Wait, where'd my seed go? I've still got it, that's good. There's our moon rock for this kingdom, and yes, they are moon rocks. You'll... Wow, you can really pick up a lot of stuff when you got the detached Joy-Cons and find those things just vibrating. That's really interesting. But we need to find our garden bed. Alright, that worked. Very good. And now I can continue to be distracted and just sort of do whatever I feel like again. It is actually possible to wind up going through this area without getting any of the story progression moons. And I am... Oh, rightio, that's frozen over. I am 100% the sort of person who would do that. Just stuff around, waste everybody's time by not doing the story. You need to actually go through the important stuff. Don't worry, I'm here to tool around and do silly things that don't actually have any connection to where we need to go. But we do need to head out to the ruins at some point, where we get actual music. And very good music at that. So, we can indeed get on top of that archway. It is possible. And I'm going to see if I can do it. Now, I know what you're supposed to do. Oh, I was very close. Pound that down and you wind up finding coins. You will get moons. Whoa, we did crazy things. What? Wait, they actually... Wait, they actually kind of intended for you to get up there? Damn, they thought of everything. That's some slick trick jumping. But then when you consider everything else that can be done in the game, I suppose it's not that special. At least I decided to prove it could be done. Sometimes you are just going to have to put up with me doing very silly things. And I am going to do very silly things that are outside my capabilities. Now, despite the death sign, you don't instantly drown in that quicksand. Also, if you want a quick look around the area, capture these binoculars, which will tell you where our goals are. Let's continue through the ruins. And you can also style your throws with your cap. And we've got plenty of coins we can grab, and we need to possess a few bullet bills along the way. There is one on a very far pillar that is kind of tricky to get. So, where is our cannon? Yeah, we're getting that many moons, it's not funny. Inside a block is a hard place. Boo! On the leaning pillar. If I'm right, I can get a face full of Bob-omb. Not Bob-omb, Bullet Bill. That's what I get. I fell off. Select any checkpoint flag. Okay, we're just going to walk back because I do have a plan. I do have things I need to do in order to get a kind of difficult power moon. So yeah, basics of using a bullet bill. But we need to be out on the leaning pillar. Why is it not out here? Is it one of those ones that only appears after we've beaten the boss? Crap. Some of them do only appear after you've beaten the boss of the area. So I suppose we had better do the story progression. Dang it. Thought I'd cracked it. Oh well. Continue through the ruins. Go through the bullet bill stuff again. Go up here. Oh, if I'd been sensible. So yeah, that can be kind of a tricky one, but that one we can get with the glide on. But there's one that ends up out on the far pillar that we need the bullet bills for. I thought I'd got it. I was evidently wrong. And I'm a little sad about that. We've nearly got enough power moons to go to the next kingdom, and we haven't even done anything with the story. There we go. We can just sort of really use a few more advanced movement techniques. But yeah, the pixel art also absolutely fantastic. The fact that they have the pixel art for so many different costumes is just brilliant. And I'm getting shot to bits here. But we can get yet another moon. All the way over there, which isn't too hard to reach. But yeah, we just jump over there, we get another moon from a crate in the ruins. And if we're savvy, we can make our way through the sand, get to an alcove in the ruins. And then we can open this as a bit of a shortcut. We are doing all right for ourselves. We are doing more than all right for ourselves. I mean, that's the beauty of going exploring. You just wind up having so much roll along really easily. And if we want to... Hey, look, there's a gigantic hole in the sand. Let's go in here. What could possibly go wrong? We end up in a frozen underground area. With ice physics. Hooray! Now, I think this is an oddity. An Odyssey oddity in that there's only one power moon in here. To the best of my knowledge anyway. Whoops. But we might be able to get a lot of coins as well. Okay, so that's good. We did need to go here for the purple coins. If you are getting a little panicky, you can stop your momentum with a ground pound. Make your way over there. Is there anything up here? No. Doesn't look like there's anything up there. Whoop, risky. So, don't get ourselves crushed. And we can wall kick all the way up here because wall kicks still work even after all these years. And this gets us a power moon. But the funny thing is, I don't think there's actually another power moon in here. I think this is a weird rarity in that there's only one. Now, am I going to make a ridiculous long jump for money? You bet I am. Alright, so we got plenty of money out of that. Where on earth, though? Stick our landing nice and safe. Why are the controllers vibrating? I'm not sure about why the controllers are vibrating. I genuinely thought there was something that we might have been able to collect. But no. Guess there's only the one. So where does this take us? Oh, it takes us up here. Maybe that's the other power moon that's connected to it. Treasure of Jaxi Ruins. And we get a bunch of coins. So this is a Jaxi. I don't think we can do very much with the Jaxi just yet. But we can go back to the ruins. And you'll notice that we've completed everything we need without doing any of the story mode moons. I am still going to keep going though. Pretty sure there are some coins yet. Don't miss those. But let's talk to the Sphinx.
Greetings, traveler, and to your hat as well. Can you answer my riddle? What does the thieving monster desire from this land?
The ring, maracas, freezy treats, sand.
You are correct. That wasn't much of a riddle. Anywho, proceed.
And we can go in here to raid Sphinx's treasure vault. Did we? Nice, we did. So with that done, we can sneak back into the ruins. There's a point we can get into. Some sort of sinking sand spot somewhere. Let me have a look. It's not... Oh, that's it. there's our other seed. Let's see if some of those other ones have grown. Run all the way back. Now, there is a point where we do have to sneak under the ground in order to wind up getting another moon. You do have to time your sinking in the sand and not suffocate. But we did need to go back to the town anyway. And we're nearly at a good stopping point. If we head further out into the desert... Oh, good. One of them is fully grown. Well done. That worked. Desert Gardening Plaza Seed. That's good. So we'll head back out to the ruins and look for that other moon. Thank you very much for joining me. Till next time, this is Red 2 returning to base. Oh wait, hang on. The cover's come off again. How did I fail and succeed? I thought I was going to have to start the whole thing again.
No! Not into the pit! It burns!